Mark, if you lead, they can run a 6 home 3. Just time to get there inside the 200 pump. We look like we had AIDS last week, so...
Well, Bart had no luck, isn't it?
Horses running pretty well. Tuesday.
Yeah. Quite on.
What's he took back in the dark with one eye? Well, I tell Brian, I had a big clunk of mud on my left eye, I just realised.
Pacifies.
It's crazy. Get there, sort of inside the 200 hopefully. Guys. I'm through the intro.
24, yeah.
People don't like going there.
No.
Come down that book, I reckon. I'm going to leave him in all the rugby races too, Brian.
Okay.
Because I just think that he could jump out of the ground, you know.
How was he?
If it,
You can nearly just go straight to a 14 or a mile.
that we're going to. Yeah, we're going.
By the time he winds up, when he hits the 100, he sort of, when he doesn't jump out of the ground, but he sort of winds up, and once he's wound up, alright, I just reckon it's a short one and go to 15.
He picked up that horse pretty easy, didn't he?
I just reckon 14 or a mile or something too.
All right.
We've had one start now, hasn't we?
Okay, Marky. Yeah, had the run. Yeah.
Changed to 12 6. Steve's down the bottom both. Who do you, Wooker and
That'll test him, won't it?
which one do you want?
Doesn't matter.
Where to jump on?
Doesn't matter. Either one. I don't care.
Yep.
This fella, mate, just make it again. Yep.
How you going, Brian? Right?
Good, thanks, Brad. How are you?
Yeah, good thanks.
It's a good girl. Hey. It's a good girl. Is it?
It's crazy. Right, you got your second last.
Yeah.
The horseshoe alongside Martin goes very well. Bit young that, but it'll be a nice guide. Wide and cruising.
Need that, Brad?
Yeah.
A little bit fresh in the middle stages.
Just at, bound.
Yeah.
But then once you got a rhythm, then through the rhythm, and then down.
you get a part of it, wouldn't you?
Yeah, but first sort of 250 minutes and then sort of got it. He got really good.
Better would have made racing too. How about her in the ground there?
That's free, Tommy.
And do you want it with the gates and everything? You happy around?
At Flemington this morning, catching up with our trainer of the Brian Martin Racing Club in David Hayes. Morning, Dave.
Morning, Brian.
Just watched Ruby Slippers and we've watched Wow. Let's have a look at Wow first of all.
Yeah, look, Wow worked behind a stablemate, Papal Corona, and as you can see, he cruised up to him, and I think he's a horse going places. His first up run, he was a bit fresh and was left a bit flat-footed, well short of his distance. He'll be stepping up to a more suitable distance next start, and I'd suggest to have a little bit each way on him and then stay with him, because at his third and fourth run he'll really come into form. Often after a long layoff, their early runs they can be a bit fresh, but the way he's going, he's just going to get better.
Looking at him this morning at the track, David, he's right in the zone, isn't he? His skin looks good, there's a bit of rib coming through, a few dapples coming through.
Yes, and look, as I mentioned to you earlier, I'm hoping he can measure up on the big days in races like the the Old Hotham Handicap or the Herbert Power, and he'd be very well placed, well weighted in those races.
Could he be a sleeper?
You never know. You can dream, and I'm going to keep him in the entries anyway.
Okay, well, he's got 50 kilos in the Melbourne Cup.
Yeah, Dean Yendel's already booked.
Okay, all right, we can dream. Ruby Slippers, first time out in a trial this morning. She seemed to handle that pretty well.
Yeah, she was really good. A little bit fresh. Travelled up like she was going to win the trial, and then just got tired the last little bit. Pretty heavy conditions out there today too, so a bit testing. She'll be ready to race in 2 weeks in a maiden, and when she steps out she should win. She
finished alongside one of the stablemates from Lindsay Parker. You've got a fair opinion on?
Yes, a Readout's choice of Sheikh Hamdan's, and a very promising young horse who will be hopefully running in stakes races Cup week.
Good to see Tic Tacs recently turn his form around and run a pretty good second behind a smart horse over there in Adelaide. We're talking to you this Friday morning, and tomorrow he goes around at Morphettville Park.
Yes, it was a relief to see him run to his track work, because he's been one of the track work stars for a long time. It was nice to see the way he raced. He settled behind them. Just got beaten by a horse that's in rare form. It's won its last four. The quick backup is the probably only slight concern, but he seems well. But the reason I did it was it's the parks. There's two tracks in South Australia now, Morphettville Parks and Morphettville, and the shape of Morphettville doesn't suit him, but for some reason he always the shape of the parks does suit him, so we've decided to go for the quick backup.
That's the inner track, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Now Gazadeel, we haven't seen him yet. He's now 3, the Reduced Choice Hewler Angel. You've taken your time with him. He's a big top-heavy colt, but a beautiful-looking colt. But I note by the reports from John Cornell, and you're over there during the week to watch him work, he's progressing well.
Yeah, he is. He's just going to start getting his barrier education now, and I expect him maybe to be over in Melbourne in 2 weeks' time, once we've taught him the gates. He's missed all his two-year-old racing through immaturity through the knees, and he's lovely and sound at the moment and got a great action. A little bit rotund at the moment, a bit fat and out of shape, but he's pleasing everyone that rides him, and I've got a good feeling about this horse.
Classic Cameo went to Strathalbyn recently. They called the meeting off after the second race. The information we get back is they should never race there.
No, they didn't. She knew. She just didn't want to stretch out in it at all. We won't run her now until the tracks really dry out, so she's got no excuse. There's got to be a bit of a question mark over her after the shocker. We keep making excuses for her, but I'd be giving her one more chance on dry ground without boils to let her find her better form. So we might have to wait 2-3 weeks before we put her out there again.
Good on you, Dave. Thank you.
Thank you, Brian.